Welcome to the Midnight Players program, where we cold read your favorite old-time radio plays. Every flib, flub, and flop completely uncut. And now, for tonight's episode, Frankenstein.
A 111-year-old I be today. Yes, 111-year-old. Well, Satan, will all these folks be gathered to hear one of our perfectly good bedtime stories? And tonight we're going to tell them one that's become famous all over the world. You're right, Satan. A woman named Mary Shelley once writ this yarn of ours in a book. But she and no one else never knew the true facts of the case but me. Ah! Douse out them lights. Setting in the spooky shadows is the way to hear our pretty tales. Now go up to the fire and gaze into the embers. Gaze into them deep, and soon you'll be with us in Switzerland. Soon you'll hear our yarn of Frankenstein. Ah! Frankenstein! Ah! I gotta switch over to French really quickly. Baguette, okay. All right. I'm coming. Don't break the door down. Who is it?
It is I, Professor Waldman.
Oh, come in.
Good evening, Madame Maurice.
Good evening. Bah, it's raining cats and dogs. Step inside so I can close this door.
Yes, Madame Maurice.
Whew, just letting that wet umbrella drip all over my clean floor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you scientists. I suppose I could be used to such foolishness after keeping house for Victoria Frankenstein.
Oh, she's just a young scientist, Madame Maurice. Just wait until she reaches my age.
You leave me shocked.
Where is our young Victoria? In her laboratory?
Is she ever anywhere else? She doesn't even come out for her meals anymore. What has she been doing in there, Professor, that she's so mysterious about?
I don't know any more than you do. Our Victoria is a genius, and genius shares its secrets with no one.
Professor Walden, I'm worried about that girl. In the last 6 months, she's changed.
Changed?
Yes, she thinks of nothing but her work of late. You know how much she loves her fiancée, Elizabeth. There's 3 times she's postponed their marriage because it wasn't finished. And I'm afraid of what she's doing. I feel it is unholy.
Madame.
Unholy, I tell you. She forbids me to enter that laboratory of hers, but she can't close up my ears. At night I hear frightful sounds from there, the cries of animals in pain, and made from her who has always been so kind. Sustained shouts and crying, and I've seen the things. Brutish-looking men bring in this house. Hideous things from the slaughterhouses and the morgue. Last week, the public executioner was here. He brought the body of that robber who was beheaded in the square.
There's no need for you to worry. However disgusting the tools she employs, you may be sure the object of Victoria's work is to benefit all mankind.
I hope you're right, but she's coming from the laboratory. Wait a second, I'm seeing her, okay. She's coming from the laboratory. See her lock the door behind her? With the care she takes, one would think that room was filled with gold.
Good evening, Victoria.
Good evening, Waldman. I'm so glad you received my message and came at once. Madame Maurice, get your hat and cloak. I must send you to your sisters.
In this awful storm?
Oh, is there a storm?
Is there a storm?
Then you must call a cab. I'm sorry, but Professor Waldman and I must have a house alone. This is the night for which I waited so long. The night in which I'll finish the crowning achievement of the ages.
Victoria, you are trembling with excitement.
What have you done?
Tomorrow, all Switzerland will know. My name shall ring throughout the world. You shall know first, dear Madame Maurice. But tonight, you must go. You must go now.
You mean your work has ended?
Yes.
There will be no more dead bodies coming through the morgue, no more horrors from the slaughterhouse?
No, that's over, madam. Now go. Go.
I'm going. Even if I catch my death of cold in this awful storm, it will be worth it.
Go, please go.
Victoria, what have you discovered?
Wait to see if she's out hearing. Wait to see if she's out of hearing. She wouldn't understand.
She's gone. What is it?
Come in, please. Come into the laboratory. Professor Waldman from the putrescence? What?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that's it.
Okay. Professor Waldman, from the putrescence of death, I have wrested the secret of life.
Life?
Yes, I, Victoria Frankenstein, have created man. Look at him there. Bit by bit, I fashioned it. His organs, his limbs, his brains, his external flesh.
A beautiful sleeping giant.
Yeah, but sleeping only until I give him life. But now, the time has come. That's why I sent for you, old teacher. You pointed out the path.
I know nothing of this.
Yes, you sent me to the ancients for forbidden knowledge, for forgotten knowledge. Through them I learned... Jesus Christ. Through them I learned of magic and the hidden truths of nature. But I have gone beyond the ancients. In a moment I shall make a man. I shall be as God!
You blaspheme.
Why? To the race of whom this giant will be father, Frankenstein will be God's name.
Blasphemy.
No, for I am greater than your lord.
You're mad.
Bah! Look at the puny human tribe which you've created. That must have been decided. They must have delicate foods. What? They must have delicate foods. Long hours of rest. They're weak, decayed, and gorged with sickness, afraid of heat and cold. Compared to this child of Frankenstein, great genius. Men are flies, living out the summer day. Look at him there, 8 feet tall. A mountain of strength, immune to illness, weather, and fatigue. With a brain that grasps, in a single hour, all that man must take and yearn to learn. This machine will give him life. I pull the lever. Watch!
No, don't.
In a moment he will breathe, and I shall have improved on nature. I shall have improved on God.
The giant's legs go warm. There's pulsation in his veins.
Soon he will rise and walk.
Great God.
No, great Frankenstein!
Victoria, the beautiful contours of his bodies are melting.
What?
His flesh is shriveling like a mummy's.
He's becoming ugly, misshapen.
You're creating a horror.
The machine, I'll turn it off.
Too late. He breathes.
It's worse. He lives.
May God forgive you, Frankenstein. You've made a monster.
I can't go back into that house. I can't look at him again.
You must. You should not have fled from him an hour ago. You are responsible for him. You are his creator.
Yes, you're right. I am the great god, Frankenstein. But how could he have changed so I have... Wait, what? But how could he have changed so as I give... Okay. But how could he have changed so I give him life? I planned a thing of beauty and produced a loathsome horror.
Man cannot usurp the properties of God. Let us go in.
Oh, all right. Oh, why should I fear him? His trifleness may only be that of exterior, but I in some way mad. I gave him a brain capable of the most lofty thoughts, the noblest actions. Why, it's going to be all right. And his body of a fiend may be the nature of an angel. I planned his... Planned?
Plans.
Okay. I planned his nature so.
Victoria, the laboratory has opened. He has burst the lock.
With giant strength!
He's gone.
Professor Waldman, what's that lying in the shadows?
It's Madame Maurice.
She didn't go to her sister's. She saw him. She fainted of fright.
Victoria, she is dead.
No! No!
Her throat has been crushed by giant hands. The monster has killed her.
Oh, no! The great god Frankenstein!
Well, my girl, how does it feel to... Well, my girl, how does it feel to be on your feet again? Not bad after a year in bed, I'll wager.
A year has passed after that awful night.
Enough. I forbid you to speak of that just yet.
Oh, I'm quite strong now. We must talk, Professor. This is my first opportunity to be with you alone.
Careful, Victoria. Elizabeth is in the next room. And your mother.
They don't know?
No one knows but you and me. They think of your ravings of the monster, figments of delirium. And now you have been quite mad, you know.
Yes, mercifully mad. Until a week ago, the darkness lifted from my brain to help me remember and to fear. What other crimes has the thing I made committed since you brought me here? Where is he? You must tell me.
You have nothing to fear, Victoria. The monster is dead.
Dead?
Yes.
You're not lying to me. You're not lying just to ease my mind.
No. During the week since his first disappearance, he was seen in several villages, and the superstitious farmers took him for a demon from another world. At last, he was fired upon and wounded. His trail of blood was traced to the edge of a mountain chasm 1,000 feet deep. We shall never hear from him again.
Really dead? Oh. I feel as though the weight of time itself were lifted from my shoulders. I'm free again. My nightmare's over. There's nothing more to fear.
Should I keep bumping into this thing? Okay. Victoria, darling.
Oh, Elizabeth. That's
I'm sorry.
Professor.
I'm trying to arrange. I noticed
top 8.
Yeah.
Come in, my dear.
I hope you'll forgive my intrusion. I heard Victoria's voice and it sounded so different. So happy I simply had to come in and see.
Oh, I am happy, dear. I shall be happy forevermore.
You will be even happier if left with Elizabeth alone. I know young lovers.
Oh, really, Professor?
I'll see you later.
Elizabeth. Dear sweetheart.
Oh, how good it is to see you yourself again. You've been so ill, so close to death.
But now I've returned to life, and to you forever.
You mean until you go away again, back to your studies, your experiments?
No, my studies are over. My experiments are ended.
Victoria?
I shall never enter laboratory again. There will be no more postponements of our wedding.
Then I shall have you all my own always?
Always.
Oh, my dear, you don't know how happy that will make me. I've been so jealous of the science which has kept you from me. It seemed to keep you from even the sun.
I have come back to you, and I...
Elizabeth! Oh, your mother is calling me. I must tell her. Perhaps we can be married right away.
Tomorrow, if possible.
Oh, I love you.
How I love you.
Elizabeth.
Come in, Mother Frankenstein. Oh, I'm so happy.
And I... Happy, happy, happy. There's nothing now to fear.
Yeah.
That's a good voice for this one.
You're wrong, Frankenstein.
You! Alive!
Yes, I, the monster you created.
I followed you to this desolate place as you bade me. What do you want from me?
To show you my home, Frankenstein. This barren cave upon the mountainside, exposed to the wind and howling beasts. Here I live whilst you reside in comfort. I want to show you my solitude while you are planning marriage.
I thought you dead.
You made me too strong. No fool could destroy my body. I simply disappeared from man because humanity had shut me out. Even you cannot bear to look upon my repulsive being. Even you, my maker. You, my god.
God. The great god Frankenstein.
Yes, when you made me, so you called yourself.
How did you learn that I was your creator?
Upon that night when I first knew life, you fled from the horror you'd given breath to. I was naked. It was cold. I wrapped a cloak of yours about me. There were papers in its pocket, and when I learned to read, I found these papers were notes of your creation. A petty tale they told of how you made me from the refuse of the slaughterhouse and morgue. I'm partly man and partly beast. You owe me recompense for the awful life to which I'm doomed. That is why I come for you tonight, that you may pay your debt.
Can you just... Are we getting the sirens?
Probably.
Do we want to...
Those sirens are people that are chasing me to this day.
How's that? Turn it into the...
Sure, yeah,
Get
yeah.
it into the scene.
What do you wish?
A companion. Yes, Frankenstein. Oh, I hate you and yet I love you. For you're all I have. Take pity on the thing you made, for I am lonely with a hunger that no man can ever know.
You want me to be your companion?
No. You know no more than any other civilized being can bear to look upon my frightfulness. Give me a creature as loathsome as myself. One who will not run from me and hide her eyes in horror.
You mean create another monster?
Yes. For everything upon this earth except for me there is a mate. Of my breed I am Adam. Frankenstein. Make me an Eve.
Eve? A female?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You planned marriage. Why not I?
No. No. Why, you might lose upon the world a race of monsters. A race who would destroy mankind.
I swear we will do no harm, Frankenstein. I swear to you.
Never. I presume no more upon the powers of heaven. I experiment no longer with the mysteries of God.
You will not create for me a mate.
No, 1,000 times.
Yet you yourself will take one. Beware. You made me strong. I could crush you like a dove.
I am not afraid of you. Only of life's secrets, and I've already probed too deep. I will not do the thing you ask.
Then die!
Wait, oh. Strike? Why'd you say strike? Oh, strike. Bitch?
No. I spare you now. At the hour of your greatest happiness, I will strike. Straight to your heart, Frankenstein. Wait in fear, for I'll be with you on your wedding night. On your wedding night!
I hope he doesn't come back.
Victoria, how could you be so sad tonight when all of our dreams have just come true?
Oh, I'm not sad, dear. How could I be when how could I be when at last you're my wife?
Victoria, you're keeping something from me.
Oh, no.
You are. Professor Waldman has been acting strangely too. And the grounds outside are filled with strange men who look as though they were policemen standing guard. You have nothing to fear, my darling. No enemy to harm you on our wedding night.
No, of course not, dear. Assuming that was supposed to be...
Supposed to be darling. Short for darling.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say dear because dar sounds dumb.
That's fine.
No, of course not, dear. Why, what could I be afraid of?
Victoria Frankenstein.
Oh, yes. I exempt Professor Waldman.
Victoria, come with me at once. Oh, excuse me, Elizabeth. I must talk to your wife alone.
What is all this mystery? What?
It's nothing, dear. Now you stay here. I'll explain everything when I return.
Hurry, Victoria.
Yes. Excuse me, dear.
But Victoria...
Close the door tightly. She mustn't hear.
Did you see the monster?
The police have him surrounded.
Good.
Come on.
No, wait. He's cunning. I can't leave Elizabeth in that room alone.
It's you he's starting to strike, not her. And we have him in the net. He cannot get away.
Then lead me to him. At last, let me destroy the awful thing my hands have made.
Okay, everyone want to close their ears or whatever? No, okay.
Elizabeth!
Quick, back to the room.
Guards, keep us safe. The door's locked.
Burst it open.
Elizabeth! She's lying crumpled on the floor.
That open window is a monster.
Straight to your heart, Frankenstein. Straight to your heart.
Elizabeth. I have it.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
After all, Frankenstein, you've tracked me down.
You fiend of hell! Stand out from those rocks where I can see you.
So you may aim at my breast with that pistol with which you carry?
I have you now.
Not yet. You forget how fast I move.
Oh, let me go!
Do you think you could destroy me with weapons such as this? I, whom you made superior to the puny race of men. I will throw your pistol into yonder cavern and I release you unhurt and unharmed.
Some way, sometime with another weapon, I shall bring you death. Tonight, you have killed the woman I have loved, the best in all the world. On her broken body, I am sworn to live for your destruction.
I told you I'd strike you to the heart. You thought I meant your heart of flesh, your body. There was a better way. I've turned your happiness to misery.
Oh God, great Lord of all, destroy this monster!
You are my God. You are my Lord of all. Listen, my mother, as you denied me the comradeship I rightfully deserve. Now you are in agony. As you condemned me to a life of solitude and sorrow, now you are condemned. You've sworn to life for my destruction, you said. Your hate will make you follow me across the world, to the sun-scorched desert, to the icy plains, to the heat and cold and thirst and hunger, to which I, your creation, am immune. How great you made me, great God Frankenstein. You'll follow me across the world. I'm always just ahead, you always just behind, until your body racked by age and sorrow will reach the end. Now I go, and you will follow.
I will follow, to your death.
To the death of both, for you and I henceforth are one. Hello, castaway. 3 points starboard.
I can't follow that up. Castaway, 3 points starboard.
Castaway? A castaway here at the Arctic Circle.
Aye, sir. Lookout spotted a man on the floating block of ice. Probably broke away from the mainland, sir.
Dead.
A woman, 1,000 miles from humankind.
Some explorer, probably like ourselves.
Yes, who's lost her birdie.
She may be a companion of that strange giant we saw off in the distance a week ago.
Think we can get her, sir?
We'll try. Man the longboats.
All hands, man the longboats. Cast away! Cast away!
Man, the longboat. Pull the anchor. Get the ropes.
Get the ropes.
Full sails ahead. Scurvy.
Starboard
I have
port.
scurvy.
Hull. I don't know how to run a boat.
It's a strange story you tell, Miss Frankenstein. You've pursued this man for 40 years.
Weak and aged. Not a man, a monstrous being. Over mountains and desert, ocean and plain. From the vales of Africa here to the Arctic Circle I have followed. I always just behind. He always just ahead. 40 years, I have known no home, no friend, only solitude, misery, and an empty dream of vengeance. Now I'm dying. I can pursue no longer.
There, woman. 5 days on that ice floe didn't do you any good, but our ship's doctor will soon have you on your feet and as good as new. What you need now is lots of rest, so I'll leave you until morning. Good night, Miss Frankenstein.
Good night, Captain. Rest. Lots of rest.
Yes, my mother.
You!
I crept aboard the ship when darkness fell.
I expected you. We have reached the end.
The end. For a god as miserable as her Adam. An Adam as sorrowful as his God.
Sorrowful because your vengeance is over.
No, Frankenstein. At the end there is no longer heart for vengeance. All things cease. All things begin again. You're dying. This son cannot survive the parent. Let me lift you in my arms.
Carry me to the deck.
Gently, tenderly I bear you. For you all I have to love, and all I've had to hate. Frankenstein, forgive me. At the end.
Damn.
Kind of became a little tender.
I forgive, and forgiveness' sake, beneath these icy waters, let there be one grave for both.
You and I, creator and create. But the sailor came in. The creator had created.
My presumptuous, and your misery.
We're all we're at the rail. The waters wait below.
Let us find peace together. Now,
The end.
the end.
And them's the true facts about story of Frankenstein. Come back next week, and Satan and I will have another yarn to spin ya. Grown man pretending to be a cat in my house.
Cast.
This has been an All This TV production. Today's cast have been Cara Mackerline as the witch Nancy and
Madame Maurice.
Madame Maurice.
And Elizabeth.
And Elizabeth. Tomas Ledesma as Professor and the Sailor 2
Sailor 1. Oh, I was Sailor 2.
Oh, and the mate.
Mate. I was Sailor 2.
and Satan. Tiffany Villalobos as Victoria Frankenstein, Miles Quinn as the Captain, and Jared Pacalmi, me, as the Monster,
And the mother.
the Mother, and Sailor 1. This has been an All This TV production.
Woo!
Cutting!
Halloween!